Hey, welcome to a fresh new episode of the TD News Show and happy Wednesday to everybody. Let me know how your day going. Hopefully, you're having a great one. But now, let's talk about some tech news. And let's start the show with AMD because we have some ray tracing performance of RX 6800 XT found by video cards. The RX 6800 XT was tested in 5 titles: Battlefield 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Crysis Remastered, Metro Exodus, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider at 1440p resolution with ultra settings and DXR option enabled. And according to the slides, the RX 6800 XT paired with a Ryzen 9 5900X can deliver an average of 95 on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, 90 on Crysis Remastered, 67 FPS in Metro Exodus, and 82 in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, if we compare these results with a 3080 without DLSS, then the RX 6800 XT is very much competitive, but it is not beating the 3080, which is not a bad thing at all, because this is AMD's first take on hardware level ray tracing with consumer centric GPUs. And also, these are first party benchmarks, so yes, they are not 100% reliable, so wait for the third party reviews. They are coming out tomorrow, but unfortunately I won't be able to make a video about that because I don't have a GPU on my hand, but I will definitely make a video about my thoughts and which review videos you should watch, so definitely subscribe. But all of that will matter if you can get your hands onto one, which is not looking good, because on the unboxing video, or when AMD lifted their embargo from unboxing, Hardware Unbox made a video, and on that video the host Steve said availability of these cards will be a hot topic when they release. So technically they are being released on the 18th, but I'm not really expecting to buy one. I have spoken with quite a few retailers and stock seems pretty terrible, like RTX 3080 terrible. It will differ from region to region, but he has only spoken to Australian retailers, so it looks like that in Australia the situation or the stock situation, it's not looking good as per him. And to be honest, I think in most of the other regions the situation is gonna be similar. We have to understand this, that the current situation of the world is not normal, and to add a cherry on top, we have scalpers to work with. And my suggestion will be wait for the reviews, then take your time to make your choice that which card you should buy, then try to buy it. Then even after that, if you can't get your hand onto one on the first day, don't be sad, because just remember one thing: these are not necessity, these are not food, not clean water, not shelter. I know it's kind of a harsh thing to say, but wait for the reviews. It's not only hard for you but also hard for the retailers, the manufacturers. Nobody hates money, okay? So it's not entirely their fault, and at the same time it's not entirely your fault. You need to blame the situation right now. But hey, what if you are not waiting for a RX 6800 XT, or you are not waiting for any high-end GPU at all because you have other bills to pay, and a mid-tier GPU will work for you totally fine? Well, my friend, then I have a great news for you, because again video cards found some benchmark of the upcoming RTX 3060 Ti, which is compared to the 2080 Super. And as you can clearly see in the slides, that the RTX 3060 Ti is way ahead of the 2080 Super, and we are talking here about a mid-tier GPU beating one of last gen's flagship. Honestly, it's a great time to be alive. And hey, if I have your permission, can I talk about Apple for a little bit? Because the M1 Powered Max, all the reviews for the M1 Powered Max are out, and as per the reviews telling us that these M1 Powered Max are looking pretty awesome, because they are beating every single thing that Apple has prior to it, which is not a bad thing. And I have linked down a MKB HD video. He did a really good review. Come on, he is a great reviewer, so it's pretty expected from him that he will do a great review. So I have linked down his video in the comment section, so go ahead and check it out. Talking about checking it out. Now it's time for checking out the quick news, because this is the time for the quick news. So let's talk about the quick news. Xbox Series X and S launch smashes sales record, biggest Xbox launch in history. Also, Xbox Series S and X shortage to continue until at least April 2021, predicted by Microsoft. Users are accidentally switching over to another game on PlayStation 5. PS Plus is the only way to back up PS5 save games. No USB save exports. Steam client update to support Xbox Series S and X, and also PlayStation 5 controller. Sony to acquire Bluepoint Games very soon. AMD announced CDNA architecture, and Radeon MI100 is the world's fastest HPC accelerator. XFS Radeon RX 6800 XT Speedster Mark 319 graphics card tease. Seriously, XFX, like, I know that you guys are fan of speed and your design kind of resembles, old school cars. I like your designs, there is no denying on that, but Speedster Mark 319, that's a terrible name. Although the card looks good, but the name is not good. Power Color showcase its Radeon RX 6800 XT Red Devil graphics card. Now, I was pretty much excited about the Red Devil version, because Power Color always does something pretty interesting and cool with the Red Devil. Also, like, not only with the how the overclock factory, how they do factory overclock, but also how they do the design. But this time the card doesn't look good, man. No, it's not good. TSMC approves $3.5 billion Arizona foundry. EK Waterblocks release EK AIO Elite 360D RGB AIO. PayPal now lets all US buyers to buy and sell and hold cryptocurrency. Hyundai is reportedly in talks to buy Boston Dynamics. Hyundai? What are you guys gonna do with Boston Dynamics? They make robots, you make cars. I know that you guys do more stuff than cars, but do you want a robot puppy? And YouTube cancels Rewind 2020. Now I can understand why YouTube is cancelling Rewind this year, because as we all know, this year is not a good year. But the world of internet, it's divided on two sides. Some people are like, yeah, it's a good decision. Some people like, no, there are some good stuff happened even in this bad times. YouTube should do Rewind, and honestly, I'm on the middle ground. I can understand why they are not doing it, but also I think they should do. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I fall into the they should do crowd, because yeah, I know that I'm not gonna be in it, but I think, yeah, because last 2 or 3 years the Rewind is not good, but I think this time they should try to do something innovative, or like get ideas from their top creators. It could be good, but hey, they canceled it. They definitely thought about it, then after that they canceled it. So yeah, it's YouTube decision, they took it, and with them. But hey, this was all for today's techie stuff. Now if you want to know more about these news, all the links will be in the description. Go and check them out, and let's talk about some of the stuff I like, starting with Conan O'Brien's next show is heading to HBO Max. Now if you don't know, Conan O'Brien is retiring from TBS, his talk show, I think probably June 2021. And honestly, Conan O'Brien is like kind of the best talk show hosts, late night talk show hosts right now. I know Fallon and Kimmel, both of them are pretty good, although I like Fallon a little bit more than Kimmel. I don't know, but yeah, he was great. Like, Conan O'Brien was great. Now Warner Brothers ordered the show with I think 10 episodes. I'm not sure about that, but they haven't talked about the name or when it's gonna release after Conan officially retires from his show. But yeah, he is a funny guy, and I hope the next show he's gonna do is gonna be much more funnier than that. But I don't know, man. Like, the Lily Singh fiasco was not good. Like, I watched one episode of Lily Singh's late night show. it wasn't good. And I can understand they are trying to spread a new message to their audience that look, here is a colored woman doing a talk show. Yeah, that was a great idea, but honestly, I never found Lily Singh that much funny. That's just me. And the next news is FX and Hulu are airing a documentary on the teenage Twitter hackers. I don't know if you remember it not, which I think you should because it's not that much long time ago, but some teenagers hacked some of the influential people's Twitter accounts and they started scamming people by saying, to give them bitcoins and they will give them back with more interest and stuff like that. So it was a whole bad fiasco. That thing happened. Now Hulu and FX, I think they made a documentary and they are trying to air it, which I think not trying to, they announced it, so they will air it. And if you know me and if you followed the channel for quite a bit, you know that I love documentaries, no matter what kind of documentary it is. Like, I don't know what about them, I just like documentaries. So I'm gonna watch it, and if it's good, I will let you guys know. So follow me on Twitter. Wow, that was pretty ironic. And lastly, Netflix renews Space Force for season 2. Now, if you haven't watched the first season of Space Force, it was pretty funny, and it was expected that the Space Force is going to be funny. You have Steve Carell, then Lisa Kudrow. Two of these people are from two of the funniest show in television history, Office and Friends, and they two both are fan favorite characters, and they came together in Space Force. It was a very funny story. If you haven't watched it, go and give it a watch. Space Force, it's kind of like the whole and it was also created by the creators of Office, so it's like totally feels Office, like that awkward, and Office was something on itself. Like it's funny and awkward, and sometimes you feel embarrassed for some characters. It was good, and the Space Force is almost similar like that. So if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. Now, talking about watching, you don't have to watch this video anymore. Yes, you don't have to, because this video is ending. Yes, video is ending. This is the end of this video. So if you liked it, hit the like button. If you don't, leave it a dislike. But remember, it hurts. It hurts more than you think. I cannot express how much it hurts, but it hurts. So think about twice before pressing the dislike. And if you want to watch more videos from us, check out this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, I'll do it by here. And this is Akash, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.